Good evening, I'm Chris McGeckran.
And I'm Denise McGinley. Welcome to this edition of CSB 9 News. Topping our newscast, a brazen break-in at a local broadcasting school. It happened at Connecticut School of Broadcasting's Needham campus, the thieves making off with thousands of dollars worth of equipment. The Connecticut School of Broadcasting, after just recently reopening their doors, has had to temporarily reshut them due to a break-in early this morning.
Couple guys, I'm assuming two at this point, broke in through the back door, smashed the window in the TV studio as well, and there were some items stolen.
A bag of equipment was stolen. The contents included a failed camera, microphones, and lighting equipment.
Good $10,000 worth of equipment was stolen.
Classes here will be canceled at least a week. An eyewitness has come forward, but the police are hesitant to identify him at this time. We will bring you more on this story as more information develops. If you have any information, please contact the Needham Police Department at 555-391-1212. This is Denise McGinley reporting from the Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
New studies report that texting while driving may be more dangerous than drinking and driving. The state of New Hampshire has already put a ban on it, and now there's a strong push for a similar law here in Massachusetts. Dan Finn has the story.
Texting. It's a phenomenon that has increased the lines of communications. According to Car and Driver, over 110 billion text messages are sent every month and is on the rise.
I think I text anyway.
However, once drivers are using that line of communications, it could turn deadly.
Very dangerous for them and for everybody else on the road.
That is why the state of Massachusetts is looking into banning any driver from texting while the vehicle is in motion.
I think they should enforce something, not necessarily a law, because if people have cell phones, they're going to text, they're going to talk on the phone.
A study in the New York Times has found that texting while driving increases the risk of a crash by 23 times.
You could go off the road and then just crash into another car or something.
Enough to cover the length of a football field if driving on the highway.
State legislation is working on an amendment that would give texting drivers a $75 fine. Insurance companies would also be allowed to raise the rates of those caught. Reporting for CSB 9 News, I'm Daniel Finn.
New disturbing details tonight about the University of Alabama professor accused of gunning down 3 colleagues. According to police reports, former Braintree resident Amy Bishop accidentally shot and killed her brother in 1986. She was also a suspect in an attempted bomb plot against a Harvard professor. Bishop never faced any charges in either incident, but investigators are now taking a second look. If Bishop is convicted in the Alabama shootings, she faces life in prison or the death penalty.
In a town just south of Boston, in the shadow of Great Blue Hill, there's a unique animal issue, and many residents aren't too thankful about it. John Plummer has the story.
Hello, I'm John Plummer here in Canton. So they've had a few reports of turkeys in the area, and I just thought I'd come to investigate. This is one particular household that has had to deal more often than not with the turkeys.
Here at this house on York Street, the birds are particularly prevalent.
I think they're a nuisance.
The birds are more than just a nuisance to the residents. There is also concern about the animals' potential to wander into the street.
They were in the backyard. There's like 20 of them, and they just are all over the place.
After going out to find more evidence of the turkeys, I came back and interviewed the wife one last time.
Thing is, they're a nuisance because I caught one on my porch one day and I didn't know what to do. It was real close to the window. I thought it was going to come through the window. So I called the town, and the town said, what you do with the turkeys is you take them and you go out with an umbrella and you open and close it, and they think it's another territory, so then they disappear. The lady next door feeds them, so I think that's a big problem. I hope next year we don't have more. I just can't stand it. I need to do something. It's a big nuisance.
And from what you can tell, this is a family that is not very thankful for the turkeys, to have the turkeys around. Reporting from Canton, I'm John Plummer for CSB News.
Coming up next, we'll tell you why some believe the plumbing industry is going down the drain, all due to new changes in education requirements.
And tough times are making pet owners make tougher decisions. We'll explain coming up.
Are you happy with your current job?
Hate this effing job.
Ever dreamed of working in the exciting field of TV and radio? Can we make that dream a reality at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting? Our Learn by Doing philosophy will get you started toward your new career. Learn from industry professionals in our state-of-the-art TV and radio studios. Get started by calling 1-800-TV-RADIO or visit us on the web at gocsb.com.
With the economy in recession, unemployment on the rise, and jobs scarce, many Americans are going back to school to make a career change.
In Newton, many are checking out the plumbing program at Newton South High and finding out that new changes are making it more difficult to make the transition. Mike Callahan explains.
The State Plumbing Board of Massachusetts has adapted new rules and regulations that increase both the years of apprenticeship training and educational requirements to be eligible to take the Journeyman Plumber's exam.
It's gone from 3 years to 5 years, and it's gone from 300 hours to 550 hours. It's entirely too much.
The rules, which took effect in September of 2008, have met a lot of criticism from plumbers in the trade.
It's unfair to youngsters who want to do this. Most people that want to do this want to do something for their family, and to have to wait 5 years to accomplish it, I think is truly unfair. I think it subverts the apprentice and makes him be in servitude.
And with the economy in recession, an extra year of schooling makes getting a job tougher.
And there's no need for it. It's not going to make a better plumber. And that's the worst part. They want better plumbers. They're not making a better plumber with 5 years. They're just going to make cheaper labor and an inconvenience.
For WCSB News, I'm Mike Callahan.
Toyota dealers say they are getting ready to sell cars again. With gas pedals in line for replacement after the January 26 recall, Toyota is hoping to move past an extremely difficult time, but dealers want Toyota to come up with some big incentives like discounts and extended warranties to win back loyal customers and restore faith in the brand. Toyota's recall affected nearly 2.6 million vehicles.
The current economic recession is not only affecting people, it's also affecting animals. The MSPCA in Methuen has seen 6,000 animals come through its stores since the beginning of 2009. And for horses, the number of surrenders has skyrocketed. I had a chance to take a look at this problem firsthand. I'm here at the MSPCA in Methuen. The Equine Center here is seeing a record number of horses being surrendered.
Seen a huge increase in owner surrenders for horses over the past 2 years. In 2007, we only took in 21 horses. In 2008, we took in 39, and then for the whole year of 2009, we took in 70. So we've tripled the numbers of horses we're taking in on a yearly basis since 2007.
This shelter not only provides care for horses, but it also cares for many other animals, and these animals are also eligible for adoption.
What we're looking for is forever homes for all of these animals.
If you would like to help by donating or volunteering, or if you're interested in adopting one of these beautiful horses, you can contact the MSPCA in Methuen at 978-678-7453, or for more information, visit them online at mspca.org. This is Denise McGinley reporting for WCSB News. Who says that dining out costs a pretty penny? It doesn't have to. We found a great restaurant with even better prices. Silverio Morley takes us back to school, and we're not talking about cafeteria food. Right, Silverio?
That is right, Denise. Many of us are trying to save money these days. One of the first items usually cut from your budget is going out to dinner. But I found a place serving gourmet food, and the bill won't give you a heartburn.
Craving for a delicious meal that won't put a dent in your wallet? You may want to take a trip to the Chateau de Bleu at Blue Hills Regional High School in Canton, where the service and the food are getting rave reviews.
You can't beat the quality, you can't beat the price.
I definitely plan to come back.
I could only order one lunch entree today.
Chateau de Bleu is a restaurant run by high school students who are currently majoring in the Blue Hills Regional's Culinary Arts program. The hands-on class gives students a taste of the trade, real-world style. Many assume the recession is weakening the culinary arts profession, but instructors say these young students have the edge in this market.
And when it's an employer's market, employers tend to go after younger, less experienced people that aren't making quite as much money.
For many of these students, this program is the first step on the path to achieving their dream job.
Either going to Johnson & Wales or Newberry or something like that.
I might go to Johnson & Wales next year too for culinary.
Former students from the Blue Hills program say they felt more prepared to work in the culinary arts than those who had finished the 4-year degrees. They also had the confidence to begin their career in the trade.
It definitely gave me a head start when I went down to Johnson & Wales, and it made me feel like I was a lot more comfortable in the kitchen than other students were.
It's a great head start, and you'll know all the core things you need to know in the real life.
So if you're hungry but short on cash, give Chateau de Bleu a shot. It is not only light on your wallet, but you will be boosting confidence to future chefs here at Blue Hills Regional. Reporting in Canton, I'm Silvero Morley, CSB 9 News.
Thanks, Silverio. Coming up, the luck of the Irish is still strong for one Lowell man. Find out how a scratch ticket led him to a pot of gold.
And who is your favorite team in town? Coming up, Celtics fans face off with Sox fans. Stay tuned.
Are you happy with your current job? Ever dreamed of working in the exciting field of TV and radio? We can help make that dream a reality at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Our Learn by Doing philosophy will get you started toward your new career. Learn from industry professionals in our state-of-the-art TV and radio studios. Get started today by calling 1-800-TV-RADIO or visit us on the web at www.gocsb.com.
Many people like to scratch lottery tickets, but how many are actually winners?
Shannon Feeney caught up with one Irish man who found his pot of gold right before St. Patrick's Day.
Ever wonder what it would feel like to win the lottery? Whatever your preference might be, whether it's Megabucks, Mass Millions, Scratch Ticket, or Keno, do you feel like it's pure luck? I've met a retiree from Lowell that has won multiple prizes in the lottery, but today is the luckiest of them all. James Wood won $1 million on a scratch ticket at a local gas station.
He almost comes every day, and he spends about like $300, $200 every day.
According to him, it's not luck. He's shared a little secret with me. Let's see what he has to say. Are you excited about winning your $1 million?
Yes, I am.
And what are you going to be doing with that $1 million?
I'm taking my baby girl and my family to Disney World.
And would you like to share any secrets with us of how you get your good luck?
I have a magic dance.
For WCSB News, I'm Shannon Feeney.
Decade in the major debate between sports fans here in Boston is who will bring home the first professional championship. Will it be our team in green or our own Boys of Summer? Joel Bavon has the story.
Boston, home of your Red Sox and Celtics. After 6 championships last decade, who do you think will be the first team to bring it home?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I'd put my money on the Celtics probably.
I think the Red Sox will do it.
Boston knows a thing or two about rolling rallies, but what do the visitors think?
I'd say the Celtics. They got a good team right now, as long as Big Three stays healthy.
I am from West Bend, Iowa, town of 900 people. Go Celtics!
From Chicago. So the Red Sox are kind of revamping their team a little bit, and they got a little ways to go.
From the Bronx.
First time in Boston?
First time in Boston. The Yankees are going to repeat.
You forgot about the Bruins, kid. They got to turn it around, man. Thomas is, I don't know what he's doing right now, but...
Bruins? No, I'm just kidding. No. They always choke.
The Celtics. Poppy's not swinging like he used to. But
the Celtics, I think they're having a little problem there.
I hope the Red Sox do it, but if the Celtics get healthy and they can beat the Lakers, it'd be great.
Go Sox!
Go Celtics!
Go Red Sox!
Go Celtics, man. Go Celtics. Ray Allen, I love you, man.
Here in Boston, there's no clear team favorite who's going to bring in the next title. But I want things for sure. I know who I'm going with. Reporting outside of TD Bank North, I'm Joel Pavon, CSB News.
The Olympic Games are known for their triumphs, but this year's Games started off with an unexpected tragedy. Georgian luger Narad Kamaritashvili died when he lost control in a turn, launching him off the course at more than 90 miles per hour. Some officials say the track has athletes dropping at an unsafe speed. Now new measures have been put in place, such as lowering the starting point to make the track safer.
According to a recent study, 1 in 8 people are at risk of going hungry each day in the United States. To combat that problem, a local radio show is teaming up with the Greater Boston Food Bank. I had a chance to check out a unique fundraiser that will ultimately help feed hundreds of families right here in Boston. It is 6 a.m. here at Pins in Milford, and while most of us are still sleeping, there are others reaping the benefits of their generosity, all thanks to ZLX's own Carlson and McKenzie show, which is holding a fundraiser for their Big Fat Food Fund, which helps in the collection of non-perishable food items for the Greater Boston Food Bank, which helps feed more than 394,000 low-income people, or 8% of the population of eastern Massachusetts yearly, a 23% increase since the last study in 2005. The deal is for every 5 cans of non-perishable food items you bring in, you get a free game of bowling. If you'd like to find out how you can give or about any other Boston Food Bank sponsored events, log on to thegreaterbostonfoodbank.com. That's thegreaterbostonfoodbank.com. Or visit WZLX.com and click on the Carlson McKenzie homepage.
That wraps up this edition of CSB 9 News. I'm Denise McGinley.
And I'm Chris McEachran. Thanks for watching and good night.
Good night.